bought a permanent, a lifetime installation here. I couldn't get the toilet off. Probably there's some kind of caulking, a lot of caulk behind the toilet. Actually, the caulk was supposed to reinforce to seal off the edges to prevent water from seeping through the back, not actually to be used to install or mount the toilet on the wall, because the toilet itself has its own brackets, and heavy duty that bracket, and this toilet is quite heavy, so the manufacturer must have done these things to standard, but yet what is actually bearing the weight is not really the bolt but the caulk itself. Even when I break the connection from the bolt, I couldn't still get that thing off. I cut off all the silicone around it, but what I could observe, there are a lot of caulkings. Looks like the caulk was applied behind the toilet, pre-applied before it was mounted on the wall, so that thing will be there for a while. So let's see what we can do on this one. Found two major issues, or three. First one was this gasket on this stopcock was leaking, but was slowly leaking, and then when I choose it downward, then I found this one. You can actually see that the former guy actually heat up this thing. This thing is an adapter used on a compression fittings, and I don't know why people tend to use this thing, a compression stopcock on a plastic pipe. That is weird. So, and then here is another type. This is the plastic, and then there's a compression here. So I always have a concern about using this adapter on a compression fittings, because what happened when the ferrule, because there's a ring in this nut here inside this valve called ferrule, is an O-ring, So when you keep tightening up this nut, that ferrule compresses and then begin to eat up the pipe, to slightly cutting up the pipe, and then over time it fails. The same thing happens here, but here was the major leak, because there's a sign of fire and then no leak, and then the glue was not glued properly. No primer, and even the glue that was used initially, I could tell that this is a glue called S100. Is the cheapest glue on the market here in Ghana. And look at this place. Look at that joint. Did you see? Did you see that joint? There is no primer. and even the pipe, the elbow, like the way as you could see, it looks as if the elbow was trying to pull apart from the pipe. You could see. So that was the reason why I tried to break it all the way up if I could find any weird connection. But so far I haven't got any yet. But I'll be cutting it off right there, and then cut it off here, and then make a new connection. So this valve will no longer be needed. We'll be taking it down. Normally, a concealed toilet shouldn't have any weird valve next to it, because as you can see here, there is a built-in valve in there, a shut-off valve. All the homeowner needs to do is to know how to get in there and then turn off that water if should there be any emergency issue there. So that's it. Alright, so today is day 2. I'm on this project. Yesterday I found a leak, and then I made a new line. As you can see, there's a new connection there, and then I left the water on all night, so to see if there will be any leak. Even before I left yesterday, I actually tested, and then there was no leak. Everything was working, everything flushed properly. I can even test it right now. You can see. Let me so everything is working perfectly, and then the water is going in, so no leak so far, and hopefully I've been able to solve the problem. I hope we won't have any issue again around the toilet or elsewhere. So today I came back this morning and to patch up the hole, because the hole is hollow, the wall is hollow. When I was breaking it, the foreman guy couldn't pack the cuts when they were installing the systems with mortar, so it was pretty hollow. So I'm gonna pack it up with mortar to reinforce the wall due to the water damage that has been done to the wall, because the wall is pretty soaked. So and it's gonna take a little bit time for that water to dry out, but everything's gonna be okay. So I'm gonna patch up the hole and then get the tiles in. The only thing I don't have available with me here is the grout to grab the tile once I'm done. But maybe hopefully before I finish at the end of the day, I'll try to see 1 or 2 home center here if I can get the grout and then get the thing fixed. Actually, this property, no one is living on this property yet except for the caretaker, who has been taking care of the building for quite some time. The owner is now in the state, so that's it. And then let's get started. be soft because the wall is, within short time everything will dry out, and if it's not that soft, it won't be able to get in those tight corner, and I want it to be tight corner. By the time it's set, everything is gonna be alright. Working with mortar to be soft, you'll be able to get in those tight area, though it comes with challenge because, as you can see, it's trying to sag. Everything is sagging out, but that is not a problem. I can actually hold on for 2 or 3 or 4 minutes to let the wall absorb those water and then continue. I don't want to pack it with rebels or stones. No, I want to use raw mortar to get into those tight corner. Alright, so right now I'm gonna leave it this way to dry for about 10 to 15 minutes. Then the wall will absorb all the moisture out of the mortar, so it will be a little bit hard, and then I can come back and then finish it off. So see. So that is a wrap on our leaky toilet bathroom. So we fixed the leak, and then everything just go as if there was nothing happening here. So thanks for watching, and everything is good to go. Right now the water is off. Ghana Water has turned off their water, so it's not really running anymore. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Until next time we meet again. My name is Sam on Renew Plumbing. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and support my channel by subscribing.